Greetings, everyone. This is Liminality Carb, and we are back with more Transistor. Last time, we started the game, and we just beat Sybil, and we are now trying to find more information about the Camerata, and why they want red, and what all is actually going on here. That, let us actually continue.
Okay, road to high rise should be right around the corner. Heads up. These are new. Taking snapshots.
There's my new friend. Very barking. Oh, and he can pick up things for me as well, so that's good.
But they haven't stopped us.
And with that, technically, my pal here has upgraded, but I need a terminal to be able...
Is that?
Ah, here we go. This is what I was talking about last time. We now have access to Backdoors.
Like waves. So, don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this.
So, from here, we have a ball that we can, bounce. And
Fun.
records how many times you bounced it. A hammock, where you can lay down in it. Well, interact with it.
Always palling up to you and everybody. Showed her true colors back there. Wonder how our Camerata friends are gonna feel knowing she's leading us straight to them.
And you get a little bit more dialogue as to what just happened. And, if you notice, the color of the sun changes the longer you stay here. The backdoor areas, though, have a few other important things. There are these doors that I don't have access to yet, so I can't show them off, but it has access to... Oh, I do have access to the speed test. All right. What I thought I had access... So one of these doors is going to be a practice arena. That'll let you basically mess around with the skills and get a feel for how some of the things actually interact with each other versus what I've been doing, which is just set them out and go forward.
Let's
But
try
first,
door number 1.
we're doing the speed test.
Sand.
Each of these tests...
Nothing.
Each of these tests gives you some additional experience, so you kind of do want to go through them because it'll help make things a little bit easier. However, as it says right here, function presets are pre-installed. So I've got Crash with Breach, and it looks like Bounce with Mask, which I haven't shown off Mask yet because I didn't pick it up yet. But I have to defeat all the process in 30-some seconds. So with this, you're going to be making a liberal use of various skills that you have. The goal, as it says... Oh, that killed him faster than I was expecting. The goal is to make sure all the process are dead in time. Alright, that should get rid of those ones. Alright, we'll just do this. This will at least get rid of those two. Alright, Bounce will deal with it for me. That's the other thing this does that is kind of nice. Is it does... it forces you to use some abilities that you might not have been using previously.
Time's running out.
Oh, I've got a few guys left. I think that should be it. Yep, and there we go.
Can't
Process
even take us on
terminated.
their own turf. Thought there'd be more of them.
Music unlocked in circles. It also, that's the other thing. You do have the ability to change the
Now
music.
I want to know what's in door number 2.
In this area. Now that we have that,
Hello, what's
we
this?
come to this music player. You can only ponder once per time you come in here. So you do want to find all of these if you want to find out more as to what's going on. I'm going to try to get all of them, but I believe there's one or two that I may end up missing. In addition, once you clear one of the doors, you cannot go through until basically these doors are locked behind which back door you enter with. That way it stops you from just getting all the extra experience.
You know, it's a little sparse, but this isn't that bad. It's no cloud bank, though.
All right. Let's keep it on the basic music, though. All right, it's time for us to return to Cloud Bank.
Everything's like we left it. Was hoping it'd be more like before. What's the latest?
Oh, let's take a look at this terminal. Postpone Hammers versus Clientele. This week's hotly awaited pennant playoffs to be rescheduled for a later date.
I swear this day.
This just in.
Myself killed. Now the pennant game's canceled.
Word from Central Authority is that High-Rise Hammers will not be playing against the defending champions in the Sunset Clientele. Defending champions, the Sunset Clientele, as previously expected. Authorities declined to comment on the reasons for the last-minute delay, but assured fans of both teams that the season is expected to resume soon, and that all ticket holders will be entitled to a complimentary gift. More news as it develops. Let's post a comment. Also, let's check. Okay, it's still 6:27.
Hoping that
no way is this. I missed. No way the authorities are giving you a straight answer. No way the clientele are going to beat us anyway. I will add in post what that first one was because I missed it entirely.
The canals are just down the bend.
And hey, here's our access point. We can now press right trigger to reveal process limiters. Limiters are very important. Well, they aren't actually important, but the way I play, I enjoy them. So what each of these does, I only have access to one right now, but if I activate this limiter, process will spawn shielded cells when they are terminated. But for having the game, so that makes the game more difficult. But the bonus for making the game more difficult is I'm going to gain 2% more experience for having this limiter activated. So we're going to activate this limiter. Use this limiter and withstand its effects to learn more. So basically, I just have to use this limiter and I get information. I believe this is about the enemies. With that, though,
in here,
let's take a look at some more information about Sybil. Known in elite circles throughout Cloudbank, Miss Sybil Reese organized many of the city's popular public events, from groundbreaking ceremonies to contemporary festivals. She was everywhere, and yet somehow she made time to lead a second, hidden life. As one of the Camerata, Miss Reese was responsible for gathering information about potential high-value targets, people who could contribute to their cause. She did this job to perfection, drawing no notice, though one target in particular caused her much frustration. That target has been implied to be red from what we've seen so far. Next, we have to install this as an upgrade, though. And this is our second terminal, so we have all of our functions back. All right. I'm actually going to start trying to use Spark as my primary. You know what, Spark? What do you do when upgraded? Spark will gain 50% chance to prevent cells from spawning. That's not too bad, but I think I'm going to give it. I think I'm going to give it Jaunt. Let's see. I apologize. I'm going to be constantly rereading these as I go through. Let's put Bounce here. and make it reach farther, because that's not too bad. But go on. Oh, right, that's the other thing. So as you notice, I can't put help on right now because I'm out of memory. I only have 3 slots left, so I actually have to start being careful with everything that I put on here. So we're going to actually remove load, and we're going to put crash with help on. This is honestly just so that I can get the additional function information. So this probably won't stay for too long.
That's better. They can do their worst.
Oh! Alright. And you may not have seen it there, but that cell that just came out had a shield. You see here? So now I have to attack the cells before I can pick them up. And that is what that new limiter did to me.
No sweat.
But all those things take my pictures are gone.
So
And like I said, 2% limiter break.
They
Or
think they can stop
bonus, I should say.
process things. But you're just getting stronger.
So I could go that way. Or, let's take a look at the selection offices.
Looks like I get to put off selection for a while longer.
As it said, they don't think they can find senses, but at the same time, 0% of people here apparently choose not to be selected. Or choose non-selection.
It's calling him up.
Alright, so, operator. As it says, spawns left 6. They try to spawn other processes.
Just a second.
Alright, however, we got that. Have a back. That's the other thing. Okay, they also do not have a back. So you don't have to worry too much about that. They do, however, have a lot of health. He only got the snapshot out. Now, I believe I may have actually been able to just let more spawn now that I think of it, and thus get more experience. So the next one, I might actually let do that. Visitors Bureau. Let's take a look at the Visitors Bureau.
You know, I've never once seen the Visitors Bureau open.
Apparently, it's never open. Alright.
High-rise is dead ahead. Across the canals.
Across the canals we go, then.
Much nicer last time we were here.
Being watched. True. I could hit that guy, but I can't do much more.
Hey, get back.
There we go. So at least get rid of this first one. Oh, it did not.
Cluckers.
As it said, they are called cluckers.
What was that all about?
They throw explosive eggs at me, sort of like what Load does, but it's a offensive packet for them.
The street should be packed. Weed's working overtime. Anyone else?
And I cannot activate, if you notice there's a terminal, but I cannot activate it because there are process nearby. Oh, please, thank you.
We made him mad.
But yeah, one limiter, not too bad. However, what I am going to be trying to do is activating every limiter that I can through this run. There may be one or two that I don't, but we will see as things go on. Anyway, as it says, help create an unforgettable quarterly solstice by choosing your favorite evening sky color.
The sky looks blue because we want it to.
Popular color choices in the high-rise district: cobalt blue, deep red, sea green, or burnt orange. I'm gonna go with sea green for the evening sky.
Green, nice.
19% of residents have also selected sea green.
Now then, back to the scene.
All right. However, we can now take a look at the second part of Sybil. Meeting Red. Miss Reese met Red while putting together a small program for up-and-coming artists and became infatuated first with Red's music and then with her. According to diary entries, there was something inscrutable and confident about Red that Miss Reese could not explain. However, Miss Reese was frustrated to find that Red grew distant. Through all this, Miss Reese observed the aloofness of one of Red's companions and decided he must have been insinuating Red against her. Miss Reese thought through various ways to rectify this. So Red may have been targeted just because of jealousy, is what that may be implying. But with that, I'm actually going to put our help buddy over there. And yeah, we'll put Crash on it. So our friend will now stun enemies with their bark.
She's on our side.
Oh, exploded immediately because I'm not in combat.
Guess who? Behind us.
Alright, got those bad cells. Thankfully, apparently the Clunker's AoE will break shields of process as well.
Get him, girl.
Use right button. Ah, there we go. So the only thing that our friend has is that. But it effectively gives you 2 users that you can deal with.
Here we go again.
So now we have a choice. Mask, which is only one. The number of memory slots is going to be important now. Mask, again, like Rogue, come out, deal extra damage. Or I can start charming the opponents. One thing to note, when an enemy is charmed, you can no longer do damage to them. So it is nice because they're temporarily on your side, but if they're the last one left, you can no longer damage them. So it can be detrimental if not used properly. For now, I think I'm going to go with Mask because I'm running low on memory. And now, permissions. Cash. Passive bonuses. I now can... With this, I now get 1 passive slot. So that is going to be very important. And I can select which limiter I want. Abundance will give me 2% more experience. And effect when in use. The process will sometimes spawn twin cells when terminated. So double the number of cells to deal with. Or efficiency, 4% bonus, and the process will strike with twice as much power. I'm going to go with this one first. It does double their strength, but
I don't like this.
It gives me even more experience.
Hey! Is anyone out there?
I thought so.
No one responded to his call for help, unfortunately. Well, nothing down this way, so it must be up and to the right then. Come on, there's what I'm looking for, a terminal. Because now, one thing to note, that third thing is if this gets used as a passive. So let's unequip everything. Go to my limiters. And process will now deal twice as much damage, but I'm getting a total of 6% more bonus. And since I survived an encounter with this, let's take a look at bad cells. Comment for them. The cells, they spoil. They spoil like anything that spoils, except instead of spoiling, they become something else. Something they don't seem to want to be. This is no conversion, but a total metamorphosis. It cannot be reversed, as far as I can tell. Once the cell has shifted to this form, then all that remains is for it to expel its stored potential, like a last breath. Back into the ether, I suppose. Some form of self-defense? Royce. End of file. Alright, with that though, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our buddy on the passive slot first. And mask. Passive, become undetectable and faster after eliminating targets. So, once you kill something, you gain stealth. Though you don't get the amplify next action ability for it. And if this is on an upgrade, and again, it increases backstabbing, we're going to put this over here on its own for now. And we're going to give a load a try. And actually, I'm going to try bounce. Actually, no, I'm going to... Wrong way. I'm going to keep Spark as my jaunt. And I have room for just a little bit more. So, bounce will crash. Alright.
Good as new.
Let's go on.
Yikes. They got more friends.
That's a lot of cluckers.
Run. Just run. Out of sight.
And the stealth is very good right now because of all those cluckers. That was just convenient.
Made it.
Marriage proposals, 219,
That
I
was
think it
50
said.
from back there. Maybe more.
Well, I guess people did come for his cry for help, just not who we wanted. Take a look at the overlook.
Have a look out there. Toward high-rise. Traverson Hall. The annex building. They're not there anymore. Half the skyline's disappeared. Whatever's after us, it's spreading. The Camerata. They'd rip this whole town apart. To get us. Or to get away.
But yeah, the town is
It's that sandbox.
being transformed. Hey, stability test
Shall
is
we?
ready.
More of those doors opened up. How about we shut them?
Occupant, straight process.
We're
Let's
not
take a
alone.
look.
Hey, she's friendly, I think. Hi, Luna. Can I call you Luna?
You now have a pet process named Luna.
Luna, fetch. Good girl.
Yep, so Luna can play with the ball. Let's mull some ideas.
All cozy here, but what's going on out there? Process. I thought it only wanted you. It wants the whole town.
Well, let's go try this planning test. And then it looks
Door
like we have
number
another
3.
speed test we can do.
We're surrounded.
Planning test, 1 of 7. Terminate process in 1 turn. Nope, no, I hit the wrong button.
Let's try that again.
No, no! Ah, I'm hitting the wrong button to undo. So, as you see, there's really no penalty too much. There's really no penalty for, not, succeeding in these plannings. Or in any of these. If you fail, you go back and you can try it again. But this time, we got them all in one turn. And we got some experience. And unlocked music, stained glass.
You got it.
Ah, stability test is also open. Well, I'm going to do the second
Door
speed
number
test
1,
first.
round number 2. Ready when you are.
Alright. So this time we have... I don't know what this ability is offhand. I don't remember it. And packets. Alright.
Let's see how quick we can do this. Damn right.
And this one I didn't even need to use turn for. So, some of them are not too difficult, as you can see. Some of the later ones, however, are going to be a little bit more annoying.
Only better.
And let's do the
But wait,
stability
there's
test.
more.
As he says, but wait, there's more.
More sand. Something's changed.
I've got
Try
Crash,
your moves.
Charm, and Stealth. Withstand the process for
Just
90
gotta hold 'em
seconds.
Easy, pal.
Oh, that jerk spawned there in perfect time. So the one thing to note, as you can see, I don't have anything that I can do in between turn cooldowns. So I've got to be careful with my turns.
Set.
Let's just turn all of you onto my side.
Keep hanging on.
One thing to note, it looks like once you absorb a bad cell, yeah, it causes issues.
Hit it.
Alright, just 15 seconds more to survive. Let's convert all of you. And as you noticed with Matt, one thing important is you can't just constantly go into stealth. It does have a cooldown. I unlocked Music the Spine. And I didn't, thankfully,
If this is gonna give us an edge, then we might as well.
it wasn't endurance. It just had to last. Now practice
What's behind
test.
door number 5?
This is why I thought the first door was going to be.
It's so calm.
This area,
Come here for practice.
as he says, you can come here for practice, so you can test out various combinations of abilities to see how you feel like them, or how they feel to you. And once you set some things, it'll just spawn
It's
some
fake.
creeps.
Looks real enough.
And as it says, they're fake. They're basically just here to help give you a test to see how things feel. But we're going to return. And like it says, practice test. No pressure. Alright.
That's our girl.
We've completed all the challenges in this backdoor. So, back to Cloud Bank. Or reality, as he says.
Okay, back on track. Time to dance. Dug in their heels.
New target amplifier. I think that makes them stronger, so...
Time.
Okay, I am, Okay, so... This is what super user is. You get one ability called Kill. What it does is 500 damage. So let's hit that. I'm sorry, 550 damage. Ah. Well, that was me being overly ambitious. Hopefully there's a terminal soon. But yeah, no, that's what super user is. It's not bad, but it can be annoying because you only get that one kill, and it's random. It's RNG of when you get it. So I'm not going to be keeping the pet on... Oh, good, terminal. I'm not going to be keeping the pet on passive. Though, we now have all of the information for Sybil, so let's take a look. Recommendations. One night, Miss Reese nominated Red as a target for her Camerata colleagues, citing Red's surging popularity in the city and her unusual set of selections. Red could substantially advance the Camerata's agenda and was not yet so ubiquitous that her sudden disappearance couldn't be sufficiently disguised. Miss Reese promised that the Camerata could get to Red at a time when she would be completely alone. Trace data reveals an 85% chance she falsified this claim. Alright, let's see. Passive of Crash, gain damage resistance and immunity to all slowing effects. Let's put that up there first. And we're going to go ahead and have Bounce be my jaunt for now. Reach be one of our other abilities. Oh, so if you put load on Breach, it makes it do more damage and have a bigger blast radius, but it no longer penetrates. So that is important to note. Sometimes you don't get just bonuses. Oh yes, and we can inspect Mask.
Shawsburg was out of control. Thought the admins put him away.
Gomer Shazberg, considered the most elusive entertainer in Cloudbank by 12% of the population. Mr. Shomer Shazberg earned his reputation through numerous absurd public pranks and other daring or ill-advised feats. Thus he earned the nickname The Magician for his many thousands of fans, and enjoyed executing highly unusual, unscheduled performances in Cloudbank's most bustling neighborhoods. His acts grew more ambitious over time, culminating in his promise to skydrop into a restricted region of Goldwalk and walk right out, escaping administrative detection. What do you do passively? Right, backstabbing improvements. Let's put you onto Breach. And we cannot install, we can't install help because we don't have enough memory, so
back to normal.
Onwards we go.
Head on in. Coast is clear.
Oh, hey, terminal. Jefferson Hall
So
is
it's
gone. Administration scrambles to explain sudden disappearance of historic high-rise landmark. Now 5 p.m.
Let's go. While we still can.
The ever-changing facade of Treverson Hall may be gone for good, as independent reports confirm the entire structure has vanished. A 100-square-block area surrounding the structure's location has been designated offline, pending investigation. OPI. As administrators conduct a thorough search of the premises. If you have information pertaining to this report, please contact your local administration. Let's post a comment. If anybody's reading this near Treverson, leave as soon as you can. Thank you. Your comment was submitted for moderation.
Used to be how many good drinking joints here?
Alright, well,
Caddies.
onwards we go.
Seaside. Cloud Alley. All shut down. All because of these things. More, huh?
So you do have to be careful. Oh, they now have 2 times the clip size. I do not know what that actually does. Oh! Oh! Well, bounce has been lost now. So I've got to be a little bit more careful. As you can tell, I do not really play this game too, cleanly, for lack of a better term. Alright, let's load and then breach this cheerleader. Okay, it did not do what I wanted it to do. Now I want to get rid of this clucker because he's been what's been doing me so much damage. And I do not want to lose another ability yet. Alright, this isn't going to end him, but it at least got him down. Ow. Well, I am down to 1 function. One thing to note, when you are down to 1 function and you are about to die, it gives you an emergency turn.
Almost ready. Who else?
Alright, all those processes terminated. I'm almost level 6.
Stay out of our way.
However, I need a terminal badly. One thing to note, though you can go back to some terminals, going back to a previous terminal does not
Wanna head
count
back this way?
towards the terminals needed to repair your overloaded functions. Unfortunately, I can't go back to any of those previous terminals right now, so I'm going to hope that there is one forward, because otherwise I am in trouble.
See this? This is what the Camerata want our town to be.
This is all processed out. Oh, to the high-rise district. High-rise district.
Should be able to get him through here.
Here we go. Alright. Let's unequip everything. And inspect Shomar again. After constructing his personal glider, Mr. Shasberg sailed forth one evening from a high-rise rooftop to the delight of thousands of onlookers at ground level. Onlookers lost visibility of him as he flew into the dense fog hanging over Goldwalk, though their cheering continued for more than 40 minutes. Mr. Shasberg, meanwhile, completed his skydrop very much as planned. What he did not expect was that several individuals were waiting there for him when he touched down. And let's take a look at Red's disappearance. The Camerata found her one night once the crowds dispersed after one of her performances. They had reason to believe that she would be alone, rehearsing said new material. But she was not alone, and the presence of another individual disrupted aspects of the Camerata's plan for the night. Red survived the incident, becoming separated from the Camerata due to these unforeseen events on their part. Although her trace data remains intact, partial transfer did occur, including transfer of ownership status of something the Camerata believed theirs. That is the sword that they are talking about, because if you remember in that scene, they threw the sword at her, but it got intercepted by her boyfriend. Speaking of, we're going to put him as our passive slot this time. And we're going to start equipping some things. Unfortunately, I don't have too much in the way of range this time. You will go onto Breach. I'm sorry, Crash. Alright.
Better already.
Time to take the main gondola to High Rise.
Hope this works.
I'm hoping I didn't miss seeing the pizza, but I think I might have. Unless her apartment is in High Rise. I do not remember.
Get ready.
One thing to note with that double damage, it's not kidding. It is a lot of extra damage, as you can see. There we go.
Close. All
right.
one.
Made through the gondola and leveled up.
You feel that?
Get. That is what the thing that we were using before. Magnetic rearranging. Force a target close to the user. Stronger against distant targets. As an upgrade, makes most functions pull targets out of position. And passive, draw in cells faster and from farther away. So not too bad. And then ping. Rapid and efficient. Fire rapid kinetic charges in a straight line. Reduce turn planning costs and speed up most functions. And as a passive, move much farther in a single use of turn. So it increases how much you can move while in turn. I do like ping as a secondary thing. I'm going to try get, though. Like, ping is very good for dealing with those shields around the cells, but I'm going to try get. And let's see. Select permissions. One upgrade slot. Enables a secondary upgrade slot for an active slot. So I can choose either A, B, C, A, B, X, or Y. Which one of these do I want to open their second upgrade slot? I'm going to try with that one, though. And now our new limiter. Again, I'm sorry. We can either have initiative, whereas processes will respawn from cells in less time, so I have to be faster at getting down those shields and picking up the cell. Or responsibility. User will lose access to 6 mem or more functions may be uninstalled. That one is more... So here's the thing with this one. It is more limiter, but man, it is more experience. But that memory loss is very important. I'm going to go for initiative for now.
Almost there.
Because I need a few more things before I feel confident to lose that 6 memory.
Welcome to High Rise. Welcome home.
Okay, welcome home. So Red's apartment is in here. I haven't missed getting our pizza yet.
Load up.
Alright, but we can take a look at...
Yours truly. Guess I'm not supposed to be here. Not that anyone else is.
Look at
So
more...
they got any dirt on me?
Let's look at more information about his disappearance. Timestamp on subject's integration coincides with timestamp of previous authenticated user relinquishing access and control. Although subject's trace data was corrupted during integration, nonetheless, such data has its uses, and consequently derived a suitable function. Subject's trace data remains disjointed and cannot be recovered. Let's look at Get.
Bailey Gilland worked admin up in High Rise. That's a lot of privileged info.
But we need to have them equipped to be able to find out anything about them. But let's go activate this new limiter. And inspect designation jerk. Wouldn't want to agitate this particular specimen, would strongly advise against any such thing. Do not disturb. Although, it is quite docile, really. Not easily disturbed, but not to be disturbed. Its large frame suggests to me it is an older form, less efficient, less capable in some ways, though specialized like all the rest. It wouldn't still be around if it didn't have its uses, and just you look at it, you can guess what it's for, I'm sure. You need a good plot of land to build upon? Why, here's the process you ought to call Royce. Alright. Let me take a look at some details of this. Max damage is 150 for this. Actually, that's a good thing to check. Oh, that's max damage because it does more damage the farther away they are. So that's a thing I'm going to have to be careful about. I'm just taking a look at some of the damages. 60. You don't have any because you're not damaging. You are base damage of 100, so I actually might start using you. Actually, hold on. What do I want as my passive? That should be my first question. Spawn clone when attack to divert. You know what? We'll go with that first. And we're going to try Jaunt on that. And you know what? We're going to have it do more back damage. More backstab damage. We'll have Get installed. And this increases the damage and blast radius, so let's try that. Oh, that's already in speed. I'm sorry, you're not the... No, you need to be passive next. I'm actually going to install you as an active because you help me with defensive stuff. And you know what? We'll have our friend again. It still says there's a file updated. Did I miss something? Got you. I got you. Yeah, no, nothing else should have been updated, so that must just be left over from my first time getting here.
Uh-oh. Heal. Stay. Stay. That's you. No?
Alright, they got rid of my buddy, unfortunately, it seems.
Here, girl.
Alright, having bounce isn't actually that bad. Oh, but... Oh.
Bad boy.
Ooh. Those, things definitely hurt with that
Let's
double
keep moving.
damage.
Might as well stop in.
Now let's go to our apartment.
Best view in town.
Tenant alias, Red.
It's strange coming here. Like this. Can't imagine what it's like for you. Well, at least Junction Jan's delivered.
No, it
Supremo
looks...
Deluxe, loaded for bear.
I know they say Supremo
Flatbread delivery's
Deluxe,
still going strong.
but it looks like it's the same.
Not so bad when it's cold. Not that I know anymore. Help yourself with good. Locked yourself out. How are you gonna... Oh. It all looks fine from up here.
Function files updated. So I don't actually have to use it in... Oh, no, that's right. I did use it in combat. I forgot. Already. Oh, disappearance of Miss Platt. Miss Platt never learned the truth about her vanished friend, although in a brief moment she did learn the truth about the unusual phenomena. To Camerata, Miss Platt was more of a meddler than an opportunity. One of scarce few who held some knowledge of their movements. When the time came, they made sure that they were nowhere near her last known location. According to OVC, Miss Platt has been missing for more than 2 weeks, and the trail has gone cold. Incidents of foul play have occurred less than once a year on average for the last 10 years, but authorities have not ruled it out in this case. And we also should have, Get has been upgraded, or has details. Miss Bailey Gilland, I'm mispronouncing it again, was never one to follow the pack. Due to a variety of social challenges she experienced early on, she grew to care much more about the past than about the future. While this preoccupation at first made her reclusive as a person, in time it flourished as an invaluable skill, which put her at the forefront of a movement to fundamentally rework the city's outdated and incomplete archival system. Then one day, Miss Gilland received a message from her local admin branch, extending her a pre-approved opportunity to be head of the city archives. She accepted on the spot. Alright. We're going to set this to B, just to see if it makes it so that that's not the first thing to explode on me this time. Get, you need... No, don't leave. Get, you need to be an upgrade. So... will be an upgrade to this. John, you actually need to be over here this time. So then... Okay, the dogs really aren't helping me as an active because they are just exploding one hit and they take so long to activate. So instead, well, we'll put load over here and we'll bring Crash back. Alright.
Time to move. Used to be able to see the bay from here.
Let's take a look at this The appearances 162,000. As I got closer, it went up. Unexplained outbreak causes mass relocation efforts across the city. Process spreads to 66% of Cloudbank. It's the next day now.
If anybody's left to hear it.
The entire western half of Cloudbank is now offline as central administration scrambles to contain the threat and relocate citizens to designated safe zones. Casualty rates are unknown, though missing person reports crossed 100,000 as of this writing. Authorities denied foreknowledge of the epidemic and urged citizens to travel east as soon as possible and register relocation requests at their local OVC terminals. Poster comment. If anyone is listening, the Camerata is behind this.
Whole town's being held ransom.
Is anyone going to... Is anyone even still listening? Thank you. Your comment has been submitted for moderation.
Can't even see the canals.
Take this rooftop gondola. What the?
Oh, Red, I'm starting to lose you.
Let's crash you. And yeah, let's just get rid of Fetch, because Fetch is the problem right now. And yeah, we can just do this without needing to worry. That is actually not as bad as I thought it might be. It is kind of interesting, actually. As a,
What happened?
The thing is, on, like, big guys, I don't want to pull them close, so that's going to be a thing to be wary of. Also, don't forget the hub button.
When you speak, I hear silence.
Oh! I'm sorry, was he singing the lyrics?
I can hear, oh, I can hear.
I didn't know he did that when he's in this state. That's kind of neat.
I never thought much of a high-rise. Far from the water. Then I found out you lived here.
Oh, let's take a look at these upgraded functions. First of all, jaunt. Actually, you might just stay there for now, in all honesty. Next turn, recover a good bit faster, and that might be more useful. I'm not sure yet. Regardless, let's take a look at his disappearance. OVC first declared Mr. Moyle's absence a full 5 days later. So sure were his associates that he would return like always. His close friends did not worry more than usual for 3 days. But for each subsequent day, their worry increased, an average of 84%. This quotient proceeded to spread to the numerous fans of Mr. Moyle's illustrious career, although administrators barred any appeals to search for him in an offline district. Alright, the other thing that upgraded should be, yep, here we go, get. Bailey Jaland. Miss Bailey, we read that already, consultation. Miss Jaland's propensity to look at and find truth in historic fact patterns made her excel at evaluating possible decisions about the future. She was well regarded for objectivity and fairness. Anytime a new civic initiative was proposed, Miss Jaland could cite relevant historical data that put the initiative into context, and ultimately let those involved move forward with confidence. She became one of the administration's top consultants, so in spite of her demeanor, she was not surprised when she received an invitation to a private banquet in honor of individuals who gave the most to Cloudbank. Alright. Well, you need to pull Jaunt out of passive, though, because I'm upgrading... I'm getting all these passives unlocked. So we are going to put Bounce into this passive. And you should not be that. Not you. Alright, Crash will go here. Crash will pull. And will be my Jaunt. Actually, no, it won't. No, it won't. This will be the Jaunt. Just because I do like the AoEs. They help a good bit, especially just having it on demand. I have enough for 6 more memory. I will put... Actually, we'll do this. Make Breach stronger. Bathing Pool. Average simultaneous users, 2.3.
Can't even go for a swim because you're stuck with me. Think I'll go where it suits me. Country.
I still enjoy that he is singing the tune
Think
right now.
anybody else is in here besides me? I've seen no one. But when I look up to where the sky should be, I see you. And I know you can hear me.
If you've noticed, something's not right with our friend. Also, 100 stairs. Number of stairs, 115.
Going all the way up to the top of that tower out there.
Well, backdoor detected, it says.
You can hear me, right?
Well, performance test is ready.
Waves. Ugh. I'm alright. I think I'm alright. Hi, Luna. Who's a good girl?
Well, let's mull some ideas.
In high rise. Don't know what came over me out there. It was like... Well, anyway, whatever it was, it's past. Feels like I'm me again, more or less.
Alright. With that, though, we're actually going to call it here for today's episode. When we come back, we're going to start off doing these challenges, and then we're going to continue through High Rise. See if we can figure out what's going on as we go through here with our sword. Anyway, as always, thank you all very much for watching, and take care.